It's story time, so get comfortable. Here's a good story for you. It's the night before we're going to leave Lastovo Island. Everyone's asleep. It's like 3:30 in the morning. Pitch black outside, there's no moon. I'm sound asleep downstairs. All of a sudden we hear this big thump and the boat shakes. And so it wakes me up. The first thing I think is we hit an iceberg. I swear that's the first thing I thought of. It was only for a split second though. So then I got 1 second of rational mind in me and I thought we probably bumped the mooring ball. And the mooring balls at the park that we're in on Lastovo are these big plastic things. They look like top hats. But if they were to bump the hull of your boat, it would make a really good thump. So I thought I need to go out and look at it. Maybe there's high wind or something going on. So I ran out the back door and I started looking at where our mooring ball was, right behind the dinghy. And I looked down into the water trying to find the mooring ball, and it was there. It was where it should be, well behind the dinghy. So then I'm looking down in the water and I see all these lights under the boat. And I'm thinking, why are there lights under our boat? It was like Captain Nemo and the Nautilus was gonna come up. And it didn't make sense, and I'm still foggy brained and I can't figure out what's going on. And then I hear a water pump going and I'm thinking, oh no, our bilge pumps are pumping water, but wait a minute, why are there lights under our boat? And then I heard the water pumps more to the left, so I ran over to the starboard side of the boat and I kept hearing more pump sounds to my left. So I went out to the front of the boat where the trampoline was, and again, it's blackout. I got to the trampoline and I could hear the water pumps really clearly, and then it came into focus. There was a sailboat with its sails up 1 foot from our hull on the port side. And then it occurred to me that this boat with its sails up, sailing through a mooring field at night, had actually hit the back of our boat. All these flashlights turn on, and it's people on the deck of that sailboat turning their flashlights on me. And so I'm up there, it's like, what the crud are you people doing? And they never said a word, and they just kept sailing, just barely crawling their way through this mooring field with their sails up. It's this little teeny mark on the back sugar scoop where they hit one of the pads. It just made a scuff mark that actually cleaned the pad. And that's the extent of the damage. But it was the weirdest thing to have a boat sailing through a mooring field at 3:30 in the morning, hit our boat, and then they don't even say anything. They don't stop to see if we're okay, to see if they caused any damage. They never said a word to me, although they're literally 5 feet from me. It was so bizarre. Anyway, I'm super glad that our boat's okay. I'm glad that apparently they're okay too. But for future sailors, don't put your sails up and sail at night through a mooring field where other boats are at rest. That was the dumbest thing that I could think that they could have ever done. So with that, story time is over. Let's get to the video.
With only 2 days left in their vacation, we have to get Eric, Yuki, and Maddalena to Dubrovnik so they can get back to Italy. From Lastovo, we sail to Mjet, and from Mjet to Dubrovnik. On the way to Dubrovnik, we retrace our steps and visit our favorite bays.
We had another great stern time for an overnight wind that picked up. In the morning, we discovered a prized golden swan had blown up on the rocks behind us. Surely, this is a good sign.
Eric bravely volunteered to rescue the much sought-after golden swan before it could be destroyed. About 30 minutes after retrieving the golden swan, the merman swam up to the boat, asking if he could take the golden swan back to its home. Of course, we said yes. Goodbye, golden swan. Woohoo! All right.
A quick overnight, and then it was on to a smaller island with terraces of fig trees seen in one of our previous videos. Another quick overnight at Fig Bay, and then it was on to Dubrovnik, where we docked Blackbird in the Frappa Marina.
In the morning, we took a taxi, rather than walk because it was so incredibly hot, to the ancient city of Dubrovnik for some sightseeing.
Rather than repeat our previous video's highlights of old Dubrovnik, this time we're going to focus on some smaller things that might go unnoticed when visiting Dubrovnik for the first time. Like this statue and the fact that people like to pinch his nose. Something to do with the nose. They touch the nose. She's gonna grab the nose, rub the nose. He's gonna do the nose, just the nose, another nose. Yuki's going in, she's going for the nose, and Eric is looking, he's not sure, and he skips the nose. Like the pigeons. Like all the hot, sleepy cats. Like everyone taking pictures. Like someone trying to get in all the pictures when people are taking pictures, like me. Like the famous steps from Game of Thrones. Like all the little wall ornaments. Like how shiny the street is. Which language are you speaking? I don't know.
But mostly, like all the wonderfully unique people there are on this planet. One thing that really hit home for us during our time in Croatia is how much we've missed people. Looking at people, being around people, hearing people talk and laugh. It seems like an eternity since people weren't scared of being around each other. If anything, the scenes we saw from this ancient city show people enjoying being human again, and that realization hit home for us during this trip.
After a short visit to this old city, we're off to celebrate our journey and to celebrate Yuki's birthday.
Hey, Yay! Happy birthday, Yuki!
Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Thank you.
We got some video for you this time, folks.
As opposed to the previous times when we didn't have video.
There's gonna be lots of video.
There's about 10 minutes of video.
Okay, show them the bay.
What was the highlight? What was your highlight?
Oh man, rolling into the terraced bay, the island of fig leaves. I wanted to see that so bad. That was so cool.
And it fulfilled your
Romans
fantasy?
carved a stone island into terraces.
Are you sure it was Romans?
Recently planted fig trees. It might have been.
So you're gonna say Romans, and I know
It might have been Venetian.
some of our viewers
might have been.
are gonna disagree with that.
Who knows?
Beppo,
That's a theory.
get on it. Put a comment in. Was it the Romans?
Who did that? We slept really well. The stars were amazing. Holy cow.
He lives in a bigger city in Italy, just outside of Venice. And you don't get to see the Milky Way very often.
No, I don't think I've seen stars like that in 15 years.
We get it every night. My highlight was seeing the barracuda, which you found
Yeah.
and pointed to, and I went down and swam with the barracuda. And that was really cool. I really liked that. But my top highlight was just having you here on my boat.
Yeah.
That was really
That
cool.
was the overall highlight.
Yeah.
The next morning, we said our goodbyes to Eric, Yuki, and Maddalena and moved Blackbird 200 meters across the bay to the Customs, Harbor Master, and Police Building, aka the Q Building. I want to say something about exiting Dubrovnik and Croatia. This office was the subject of another recent and popular YouTube sailing video in which the video casts a bad light on the employees working here. I want to report that we had the exact opposite experience in this office. The employees I dealt with were gracious, fast, friendly, and helpful, and in fact, it was the best experience we've ever had exiting the country.
Yay! We got checked out. Are we really done?
Done. Nicest guys in the world.
Wow.
So impressed. I was just, and actually it was an honor to actually meet the captain.
We met the cat.
I
Oh.
met the captain and talked to him, and he was just a phenomenal person. So it was really cool to meet this guy.
Excellent.
For now, we're headed back to Greece. We have about a 40-hour non-stop sail ahead of us, our longest yet with just the two of us on board.
Thank you, Croatia, for a magical and absolutely wonderful experience. Someday we hope to return.